anything else to add to the insightful marriage wisdom that you might have?
I think appreciation, I'm just thinking about it is I, I think that everybody, it's very easy to take people for granted who are around you much of the time. Very, very easy. And so I think it's good to take a time out from time to time and make it about how much I appreciate who you are and what you mean in my life and what you do for me and for my family
Mm.
and so on. So I think there's, I think that, time and energy spent on, loving awareness and gratitude, conscious gratitude is time well spent. I really do. I think that it helps to build, being married and, raising kids it's a tough job. It's not easy. And yeah, sure, there is a romance to it, of course. I mean, the wedding and so on and so forth. But the reality of it is that it's a long, hard slog. There are a lot of sleepless nights. There's a lot of concern and worry on all kinds of levels. And gratitude often goes out the window. It's often the first thing to go, and you forget. And it's kind of becomes sort of it can become ho hum, and even like I don't feel appreciated around here for what I do or for who I am, even and so on. So I think making a conscious effort to come into remembrance, as it were, about what it is that what were the spiritual bonds, the spiritual reasons, if you will, that brought you together in the first place, and to do some hearkening back to that and tuning back into that, and not in a heavy formal sort of way, but just as a kind of an inquiry of sorts. I think it's good couples practice. And
Yeah.
then, of course, if there are ongoing things where you feel like, we just get in each other's way and we can't really talk to one another, well, couple and family, I'm a big believer in couples and family therapy can be very, very helpful. I mean, I was
Yeah.
trained as a family therapist. Um, and so I'm very biased in that way. I've seen a lot of good come from it.
Yeah, I mean, there's always can be, not always, let's say, majority of time there can be good that comes from having a safe place to talk about what you're feeling, your needs.
Yes.
That's why a lot of people who post on social media about this sort of stuff say like, you want to have a business meeting per se with your significant other where you're not talking about the kids or the plan, you're just talking about you and her and like what you didn't feel, what you did feel, what you need more of, what you need less of, what's
Yeah.
happening, how do we feel intimacy wise? Is there attraction still there? Do we need to go on some more dates? Like, how do I need to make you feel more loved? It's like it's strictly a business meeting about the longevity of your relationship because we do that with all I do that with my business and employees and the people I've worked for and my sports teams and like so
Yeah.
why don't we do that with what is the most important relationship in our life, like our
Yes.
spouse, our
Yes.
husband, our
Yes.
wife, whatever it is. So
Yes.
I always find that wisdom to be insightful too, and I've tried to do that with my fiance. She found it a little bit weird at the beginning that we were doing business meetings for our relationship, especially like 3 months into our relationship where like nothing is wrong, like everything is seems like it's all perfect. Now we're 3 years in, about to get married. Hopefully, it lasts a lifetime, God willing. And it just things just get a little bit more intense, but it's a good practice to start for anyone who's needing something.